What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you how to draw Sprigatito from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Let's begin today's lesson in the center of our page and draw two large ovals for the eyes. Let's start with the one on the left. Start from the very top. It's going to come all the way down towards the bottom of the eye. And then bring that back up towards the top. Now I want to leave a small gap in between the eyes and draw the same thing on the right. So let's line up the top of that oval. Come down towards the bottom, towards the same height. And then we'll bring that back up towards the top. Now I want to push the iris and pupil towards the inside. So let's start on the inside edge on the left. Just going to curve this around, come down, and then bend that in. Let's line that up on the right. Going around the opposite direction, coming down the side, and we'll bend that in. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top, come around, and then back up. Now I want to draw a smaller oval in the center of the eye going underneath the highlight. So we'll start up here, come all the way down, just tuck that up underneath. And then we'll fill the inside of the pupils in black. Let's move in between the eyes and draw on the nose. We're going to start with a curve going up and then down. And then from the sides, bend the nose coming down and in towards the center point. Now you want to line up with the bottom edge of the eyes, move to the center, start with a point. Then we'll curve the mouth coming down and then up towards the eye on the left. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's draw the bottom of the mouth. Starting on the left side underneath this curve, come down, round at the mouth, and then pull that up. And I'll add two small teeth going down and up like a V on both sides. Let's draw the top edge of the tongue inside the mouth. We'll start on the left, then it's up, and then come down. Now from here we're going to move out to the side and draw the top of the head. Starting on the outside of the left eye, let's step out. Let's make curve this up, round up the head along the top, go across, and then bring that down on the right towards the same height. Let's overlap a curved point on the side of the head. On the left, we're going to step in, bend this out, and then up. Now from the top, curve around, and then bend that back in towards the side of the head. Let's add a point coming down in an angle. We're going to step in, bend this out, and then down, come in, and then up. Let's add another point curving in. Starting from this point, come around, and then bend that in. And then from the bottom, bend this around, and then up and in towards the head. Let's layer the bottom edge of the head underneath these points. We step down, come down, around at the chin, and then back up towards the right. Now you want to add that pattern across the top of the eyes. Line up the top edge of the eye, we'll move to the center, start with a point. Now from here we're going to bend this up and out towards the top of the head on the left. And we'll do the same thing on the right. From the top, bend this down and then in towards the eye. Let's add another point, bring this up and then out towards the side of the head. Now I'm going to bend this down and then in towards the bottom of the eye along the side. Now I want to place the ears on top of the head, leaving a small gap in the center. Let's start over on the left, bend the ear going up, and then out towards the tip of the ear, go over towards the right, bend this up, and then out. Let's bring the ear down towards the side of the head, bend this out, down, and then in. Now let's trace the ears along the inside. From the bottom, we'll step up, follow that curve going up toward the top, curve the inside. Now with the head in place, let's move down in the center and add in that detail. Leaving a gap in the center, start on the left. Bend this out and then down. Go to the right side, come out and down toward the same height. I'm going to bend this up and in towards the center, leaving a gap in the middle. Let's add one more point coming down. Come down in towards the middle of the body, go up to the right and do the same thing. Let's go back up to the top, curve the shoulders, coming down and then up. And then from the end, come down and then in. Let's add a smaller curl, coming down and out towards the side. We'll pull this down and then in, leaving a gap in between. Now just like we did on top, we're just going to pull this down and in towards the center of the body. Let's tuck the legs in underneath the collar. Starting on the left side, bend the leg going out, down, and then in. Go to the right, do the same thing, coming down towards the same height. Now let's add a bump on the side of the foot. I'm going to go out, around, and then in. I want to leave a small gap in between the feet. Now from the inside of the left foot, go straight up, and then bend that out around that point. From the bottom of the foot, let's step up, curve the body coming down and up. Let's draw the hind legs along the side, starting from the top, bend this around, and then in towards the bottom. Now from the bottom, curve the foot going out, and then back in. Now you want to bring the tail coming out on the left side. So let's start from the top of the shoulder on the left, curve this up and out underneath the head. Go to the outside, curve this around, and then down. From the end, curve this around, bend this out, and curve that back in towards the bottom. Let's add one more point, come down and in. I'm just going to pull this up and in towards the side of the leg. And then we'll finish off by signing our art and adding a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how we draw Sprigatito from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.